Hello, everybody. My name is Eric Lonis. I am a comedian out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I wanted to take this moment to tell my story. Recently, I did a podcast, and I thought it went okay, but I want to get my word out of my story. It ain't a long story. It's about a year and a half when things started getting to the point where I finally and I've had depression before, but I've never been in deep depression before. I'm doing to tell my story to hopefully help other people out. Let them know they're not alone in the situation I'm in and what I'm trying to do to get myself out of the situation. Let's start off with the first one of the domino effect. It would be July 11th, 2022. That's a day I will never forget. That's the day my father passed away. My father was my inspiration, my mentor. He's my best friend and buddy. Me and him loved college football. He was everything to me. He was my backbone. Well, he died of a heart attack on July 11th. The story is that I got that phone call on a Monday morning from his girlfriend saying that dad may not make it. He was getting transferred from the memorial in Hickson to the memorial in downtown. Well, I got myself together, I got in the car, I called all the people that I had to call to let them know I will not be at work. I left someone in charge that has keys. I did all the right calls and my emotions were all over the place. I called my mom. My mom and my dad haven't been married in 30 plus years, but she came down there to the hospital. And I did make it to the hospital, and my dad did as well. But when I was sitting in the lobby after this, because I was running on adrenaline rush, because everything that's going on, my emotions all over the place. I sat down in the lobby while my dad was getting cut open. They were trying to figure out what was going on. As I was sitting there, I looked around, and I had no idea what to do. I had no clue. Then my mom walked in, and me being 42 years old, that was the first time I cried on my mom's shoulder since I was a child. I was breaking down. We were sitting in the lobby sharing stories and hoping things would come out great. And the doctor brought me to a room, a small room that he can discuss things with us and tell us what's going on. As he was talking to us, he was telling them he has to replace a valve. The valve is between on top. It's a valve on top to help him out. But as he was explaining this, the last code blue came over to PA. We heard a code blue. My dad passed away as he was transferred to one table to the actual thing. Well, I didn't quite know he passed away yet because I got the code blue. They were going to try their best to get him the heart kicking again. Then the doctor came in, sat down, and lowered his head. And I looked at him and I go, that's not a good thing. And he said that we lost him. My dad was everything to me. He was 6'3", and I'm only 5'10", maybe. So he's taller than me, so I always looked up to him. There's not a day goes by I don't miss him because he knew what to say to me to get me out of bad funks. So that was step one. That's the one domino. Then became the longest, maybe a year, half a year of my life. My girlfriend of 5 years, who I knew had an illness that would end up taking her life eventually. And I was by her side the whole time. And as I was trying to deal with my father's passing, my girlfriend was very supportive, and her health ended up declining. Um, she lost the 42 years old. She wasn't able to walk. She was losing her balance, and she was in and out of consciousness during the day, and I believe that was from the medication. At night, she would have delusions, and I also think that was from the medications. Not this time. I was working 60 plus hours, open to close 6 days a week at my place of work. We were very, very short-handed. We were supposed to have 3 associates. We were supposed to have 11 associates. We had 3. We were working our butts off. And I'm not lying to this. It took me everything in the world to get out of that car every time I went to work. Because I was exhausted, dude. I was losing my emotions on the way to work. And it was a little long drive for me because it's like a 30-minute drive for me. Well, my board noticed the stress I was going through and all the stuff that I've been through, and they thought it'd be best for me to go to another store and work there and help them out when that has more people, so I can take the time I can to be with my family. And we're coming up on that where I would be working 40 hours a week, and I get a phone call from my daughter. My daughter is not biologically my daughter. She was my girlfriend's daughter. I consider her my daughter. She is actually living with me now. She has a roof above her head, and she works very hard. Well, she was the power of attorney. I got the call on Memorial Day weekend on a Saturday saying that my girlfriend just passed away and the funeral home just left. So that was domino number 2. At that moment, I dropped everything, told my work like I did with my dad, told him everything that was going on, and told him I needed some time off. And if I'm telling you everything was changing in my life, everything was changing in my life. I was changing sceneries of jobs. I just lost the most important people of my life. And my mother, who I love so very deeply, was going through a divorce. And all I want her to be is happy. So, like I said, every part of my life was changing, and I did not know what to do. I thought I was strong enough. I thought I was prepared for this. Because I know death is something that you can't look past, that you can't beat it. Because I've been through some things in my life, but nothing like this. I've been through divorce, I've been through heartbreak, I've been through some things. And I thought I was strong enough to do this, but I was so wrong. When you lose the most important 2 people of your life, your mom is unhappy in her marriage, and you don't want to add more stress to her because you love your mom enough that you don't want to add more stress to her, it makes it hard. But I did seek out help. It wasn't an idea from anybody else, it was an idea of mine. It was a good idea for me to reach out to a Time Wellness. It's a local place in Chattanooga. I have some wonderful people there, and they've really been helping me out. I go there every day off I have, 3 hours a day. I've met some wonderful people, and they've helped me through some wonderful hard times. I'm still going through them hard times, but they've really trained me and prepared me to how I can get through it the best I can. The things and the steps I've been taking is things that's been helping me, is walking. I listen to music, listen to something, and just walk. Because in between all this heartache and depression has ended up making me have a high blood pressure, to the point where it was a little unsafe. I needed to start. I had to go to the doctor to figure out that stuff I already knew, like, hey, you need to eat better. Really? You need to be more active. Really? And you can have less stress. Really? I told her my story. I told her what was going on, and she said, you're doing the best steps you can by getting help. And the last domino that really put me in the down spiral that's hit me lately in depression is I got in a relationship. And I got into one a little too soon. I started dating this girl. I'm not going to bash her. I'm not going to say her name. But as time was going, I was starting to really fall for her. But she wanted to take it slow. And I completely understand. Maybe that was something that would have been good for me. Is being patient. But a little before 2 months of being together, she decided to break things off. And I don't blame her for that. If she did not feel it, I understand. But I did give my all, and she did say it wasn't me. And we all know that we have all heard that. But in this situation, I believe it. She just didn't have the same feelings. But it hurt, and it opened the floodgates. And one of the main things that opened the floodgates was someone asked me to go find someone that you can talk to that'll help you through this situation. And I thought about it, and that's when it hit me. The people that can help me, they're no longer with me. My dad, like I said, he would know the right things to say to me, to get me out of my funk. And Kristen, if she was alive, I wouldn't be in this situation. I wouldn't be out trying to date because I loved her so very much and I was by her side through a lot. And I tried everything in the world to make her happy. And I believe I made Kristen happy. She loved slushy, so I got her slushy. I cooked her dinners that she loved, brought home dinners that she loved. When she was able to eat, I made sure she ate. But I got myself hurt again. That's when I opened the floodgates. That's when I went back into depression because I felt like myself again. I was in a relationship and I felt like myself again. I felt needed. I felt relaxed and at peace. And that's the only thing I'm trying to find when it comes to all this. Depression, and getting help and stuff like that is peace. I just want myself to be at peace and relaxed. I do have them moments where I do have peace. But before the breakup, I was finding peace every day because I had someone that wanted me, needed me, and I thought she cared for me. She does care for me. She just didn't care for me in a we love each other kind of relationship. I tried to be strong all my life. My favorite song is Kryptonite, and one of the lines of if I go crazy, will you still call me Superman? I used to listen to that song because it pumped me up. Now in this situation, now that I listen to that song, I'm actually thinking, now that I'm going through this and all this, am I still considered strong? Because I don't know. I know I'm strong enough to make it through this. I know I am. It's just hard to see sometimes. And I'm one of them people that really feel at ease and peace when I'm with somebody that I like and really like and want to enjoy things with. Like I said, I enjoy being with that special someone, that special lady, hanging out, watching a movie, relaxing together, enjoying the small things. And I enjoyed it a lot with her. We enjoyed movies. We went to the Chattanooga markets. We went to. I met her friends and everything. It was going great, but she didn't quite feel it, and I understand a little bit. No one can completely understand a situation where someone tells you, "Hey, you're a great guy," but I just don't feel it. It leaves you a little confused, but I got to respect that, and I'm not. And she tried. It was a little bit. It was a little like 2 months, and she does have a lot going on. And I told her I still have her back, and that she's a special lady, don't let no one else tell her any different. Right now, I'm still going to therapy 3 times a day, group and one-on-ones once a week. When I'm not there, I walk, I draw, I do art therapy. It's this, and I work. I feel like I'm on rinse and repeat with this stuff, though. I want a breakthrough, and I thought I had one, but it just got snatched up from me, and I realized that I gotta find happiness on my own before I can hope that someone else brings me happiness. And if you're out there and you're dealing with a situation, not similar to mine, but a situation, please reach out, get help. And me, I thought for 42 years, 41 years, I was like, I'm strong enough to make whatever life throws at me. I got this. I will make a way through this. And I will, but this time I need help doing it. Started making lists, simple little rules to help me out. I got them right next to my mirror in the bathroom. The rules are, number one, start focusing on me. I haven't done that in a while. I've always cared for somebody else. Because I never cared for myself, and I don't know how. So I made these rules, like focus on yourself. Focus on your mental health and physical health. Take time to walk and go to the gym. And this next one may sound kind of weird, but getting sleep. Once you're in depression, it's hard to sleep. There's a couple people. There's people that sleep too much, and people that don't sleep much at all. And lately, I haven't because I'm in my head. Because my emotions, because I have talked to this about to my great therapist I have. Our mind is full of emotions here, and the logic is here. And the logic part of my mind is just trying to talk the emotions down. Just like someone being on a cliff about to jump, and there's that guy underneath there with a bullhorn just saying, hey, relax, calm down, breathe. You got this. Now, the emotions will never jump. I will never take the jump. My emotions, I will not let them get the best of me. I will walk. I will do something that will help me out. But sometimes, this past weekend, example, for the first time ever, I think I got a slight anxiety attack. I was sitting in my car and I felt on edge. I just felt like I wanted to scream or I didn't know what was going on. So the best thing I did was what I thought it would be okay, and the best moment I got was just to step out of the car, walk in the Dollar General, get you something to drink. Walk, get something to drink, get your mind on something else, and look around. And it helped. See, at 42 years old, I thought I have everything figured out. I was wrong. I thought I was strong enough. I thought the life has made me strong enough to deal with what I'm dealing with. And I am strong enough, don't get me wrong. But I need the help to train my mind to be stronger for what's going on. My mind, I train my mind to only deal with so much. Now I'm seeing someone that can help me train my mind to unbelievable strengths that I needed and I will need. Right now, it's a struggle. It's like anything else in life. You got to start off small. Like when everybody's tried to lose weight, and everybody wants to make them unbelievable goals sometimes that won't happen in the first week, first month, first 2 months. You got to make small goals. Like, hey, how about just losing a pound for 1 week? Then start by saying, hey, you know what? I will continue doing this. Let's see if I can lose 5 pounds in maybe a month. And that's what I'm trying to do. Set small steps, set small rules that I can do. Like, hey, just go for a walk. Go to the gym. That's one rule. The other one is, you know what? It's probably not a good idea to get on online dating or any kind of dating right now. Use that time to focus on myself. And get more sleep, man. You gotta sleep. You gotta have your mind focused on what you're gonna try to do. You're trying to train your mind. And just like anything in life, if you need to train something and push it, you gotta give it rest. And I gotta rest my mind if I want to keep making it stronger. Just like your body. You can go to the gym every day and go every day, but you gotta rest your body every once in a while. Or it's just going to hurt, and you're not going to see, you end up going to hurt yourself, and that's just basically going to steer you away from what you were trying to do. So I've been trying a lot of things, been listening to music. Music when you go through a breakup and the music that I like, it does affect me a little bit and it puts me in my head more because it makes me think of the situations the past year and a half. So I try to listen to something else. Find them songs that help you out. And you know what? And this is coming from a man. And we are not known for this, and it'll sound weird for me saying this, but we got to show sign of weakness sometimes. We got to break down and let our emotions out. Even if it's just punching a punching bag, just release it. Because guys, we got a lot of pressure on us. Especially when you grow up. Now, guys have more reach outs and places to reach out to now than we did when I was growing up. It was mostly, you know what, it happened, let's make it through this, you're going to be fine, just learn from the situation, because that's how I am. I've grown up all my life. I saw my dad have cancer, and as a child, I made a decision when I was just a kid that I wouldn't do drugs or alcohol. Because in the 80s, that's where we thought only cancer came from. So I'm 42 years old, never had a drink. I went through a divorce, went and looked past some red flags that I shouldn't have looked past. And I ended up learning not to look past certain things. Observe who you're dating, who you're talking to. So I try to learn from everything in life, find the silver lining. And lately, with 2 passings of the 2 most important people of your life, it's hard to find something to learn in that. And I kind of think I know what it is. I think it's time for me to take care of myself. I've been taking care of people for the longest time. And it scares me. It really does. I'm not kidding. It scares me to say I got to take care of myself because I don't know how. And I'm doing the right things. I'm getting help. I'm walking. My blood pressure was down today. And I'm talking, I had some blood pressures around 188, 159, 179, 169. And I felt fine. It was just stress. And that's what it was. It was stress. I was walking, and this morning I had a blood pressure of 136. I probably hadn't had a blood pressure like that in a year and a half. So that was a positive lining to what I'm doing, but it will take time, and that's what drives me nuts. Because when you're going through a situation like this and you swore off dating because you don't think you're quite right for it right now, when do I know? Because I love I love spending time with a special lady, and enjoying little things with, and just giggling and laughing and having fun and challenging ourselves to do better things and laugh in little bickerments of arguments. I love that stuff. It makes me feel alive. But I gotta find the right person. I thought I did, but it wasn't quite right person right now. Now, I just hope this helps somebody. I don't know how to end this. Basically, that's my story. I'm doing the best I can right now. I'm not doing this to get billions of views and go viral or anything like that. I just need to get my story up because I don't want no one to, no one go through what I'm going through. And if you are, I just want you to realize that you can find help. There's numbers out there everywhere. Use the internet. You can find these places. That's what I did. I just found a place. I called them. I talked to them. I researched. I talked to them, had meetings with them, and asked them what they did here and told them my situation and see if they were the right fit. And they are. You just got to find the right place for you. Because life's too short to be sitting in a room in the dark sleeping all the time, and there's just too short to be sitting here worrying about everything because you can't prevent anything. I couldn't prevent my two most important two people in my life to pass away. I couldn't prevent that, but I can work on myself. And this ain't instant results, like taking care of someone else's situation and really helping them out and having them smile and laugh and thank you, because now I've got to slowly take care of myself. But I'll be back. I'll be back at peace, and I'll be back on stage. I haven't been on stage much lately. Really haven't had the confidence to actually chase down, to call up bookers and stuff right now and get it rejected, because I've been rejected and hurt too many times right now, and I just can't handle that right now. And it's something small. Rejection comes with life. I understand that, but right now, whew, I just want to be on stage and make people laugh. But right now, I can't. I just. I just don't know what to do. But I will find a way and how to do it. Anybody that's watched this, I'm sorry it's so long. I just really want to get my story out. If you ever need someone to talk to, feel free to text me. And please reach out to anybody you know or a therapist. Because this mental thing is a real thing. I didn't take it as a joke before. I never did. It's just some people think a certain way, like, hey, I got this, we're gonna make it through this. But I am. But some people need a little bit of a trainer to train their mind to be strong enough to make it through this. And there's people out there that can help you. And for the friends and family out there looking to help somebody, just sometimes only some people that's in our situation or been in a situation like this or in a situation just need someone to listen to us. We don't need, unless they ask you, all we need is someone to listen. So just listen to your friends or your family that's going through this situation. But everybody have a wonderful day and keep up the good fight, and I'll talk to y'all later.